dear Toastmasters and guests. There are three kinds of people in this world. First, who make things happen. Who make things happen. Second, who just watch things happen. And the third, who just says, what happened? In this short session, I am going to share with you one framework that how can we be among first category of people who make things happen. So imagine your ideal life. And for the sake of this activity, imagine your professional activity, professional career, where every day you are going to work, not because you have to, but because you want to. Now, according to Gallup International, there are 85% people are disengaged, which means that given a choice, they would not like to go to the office where they are working. So imagine that ideal life, and then think about 5 obstacles, 5 problems, 5 factors that are stopping you to enjoy your happiness at workplace. I want you to please write it down. You have like 30 seconds. Think about it. That what are the 5 obstacles that stop you to achieve happiness at your workplace? पांच चीजें कौन सी रोकती हैं हमें खुशी महसूस होने में काम एंजॉय करना. Ten seconds. Okay, I hope you have written some of those, like 3, 4. Chalenge. Now, I'm not going to ask you what you have written. It's just for your self-assessment. Now, when I ask people that what they have written in my workshops, I've conducted this activity about like 50 times. And but most of the people write things, they are like those things which are not in their control. Now, see, there are 2 factors, 2 big factors in our life that affect us so much. One we call controllable factors, and second we call uncontrollable factors. The examples of uncontrollable factors could be like weather, like policies of our countries, policies of your organization. Now, when I ask people what you have written, most of the people what they write, and on the top of it is their boss, because people leave not organization, but people leave bosses. Second is the policies. Third could be the workload. Fourth could be the colleagues. Now, these all are the factors which we call uncontrollable factors, which we do not have control over. And there are a few factors which we call the controllable factors, which could be that what can we learn? How can I learn this negotiation technique? How can I grow my capacities? How could I be just like Armina? That even I have lost my leg, what could I do to reach to the top of my world? See, and the topic that we are discussing today is self-leadership, that how can we actually lead our life? How can we take the remote control of our life in our own hands? Now, if you talk about the controllable and uncontrollable factors, the problem with these uncontrollable factors is that we just wait for something to happen. Just watching things happen, or we just say, what happened? Now, I'm not saying that you don't think of the uncontrollable factors. It does not mean like you stop thinking about it. For example, if I ask someone, the married person, why you are not happy, so what the person would say? Maybe wife, is because maybe kids, maybe the in-laws, right? So the uncontrollable factors. What I'm talking about is you think about the uncontrollable factors and then think about how can I make them controllable. For example, in the society that we live, if you ask a lot of people, the biggest challenge, one of the biggest challenges, they will tell you that we don't have jobs. The market is very tough. Is this a controllable or uncontrollable? It is an uncontrollable factor. Now, what can we do? The thing is that what can we do is think about that all the people, all the organizations that exist in your city, have you reached them all? Do they know that you exist? That's a controllable factor. If you are being asked for the interview, do you know how to answer those questions? That's a controllable thing. So the idea, the very important factor in order to succeed, in order to make things happen, is not about focusing on the uncontrollable factors, but thinking about what you can do. And here, at the end, I would like to share with you the strategy, the framework, that if really the uncontrollable factor is bothering you, what you can do. So there are 4 options that you can do. If you can write it down, it will help you. There are what we call 4 A's. 4 A's of how to manage the uncontrollables in your life. The first A is avoid the people, avoid the situation if you could. For example, if you are really, not happy in your organization, you have an option to leave it. If you're really calm ka banda and you are a very productive person, why don't you think that you are going to get the job in any other organization? So you can avoid it. If you have some toxic people in your life, avoid them. This is as simple as that. Second option is the very important thing. Accept the situation first. Accept the people around you. Accept the economy, accept the organization, accept the country, accept the location, accept the environment where you are working. For example, if you are going to your home and then, God forbid, your tires get flat, the first thing that you need to do without stressing out, you need to tell yourself, now the tire is on flat, I accept it. Now let me think what to do. You just keep thinking, why the hell it went burst? Why the hell it went flat? You got to keep thinking about the uncontrollable factors and you would get into that dungeon of stress. Right away, the loss of stress we get is because of thinking of the uncontrollable factors. The third thing is, if you could, alter the situation. And for this, you need to improve your capacity. You need to work on your skills. Like the example that we did. She altered the situation by working on herself. I'm talking to your wife. Otherwise, avoiding is a good option. Right? But in order to alter that situation, you really need to have the courage. You really need to work on some factors on yourself. And the fourth one, if you cannot do these 3 things, the fourth option is adapt yourself according to the situation. Like a water. But all of these options, these are the 4 options, but there is 5th option that 90% people do that. And what that option is that we call reading. So my request to you, my vision to this small session of the self-leadership is, whatever you do in your life, don't do, read in your life. And think about the factors that you have written. If there are more of the factors which are uncontrollable, you need to focus on. Thank you very much.